Roti Canai, also known as Roti Prata in Singapore, is one of Southeast Asia's most beloved dishes. This flaky, buttery flatbread is often enjoyed with curry or sugar, blending Indian, Malay, and local flavors into one plate. It's truly a delightful fusion, isn't it? Beyond its taste, Roti Canai tells a rich story of migration, culture, and culinary evolution. It's amazing how a simple dish can carry such deep history. The origins of Roti Canai can be traced back to Indian immigrants who came to Malaysia and Singapore during the British colonial period. They brought with them the art of making layered breads similar to Indian paratha. It's fascinating how traditions travel and transform, don't you think? Over time, the recipe evolved with local ingredients and techniques, giving birth to a new Southeast Asian favorite. It's a perfect example of how food adapts and thrives in new environments. The word Canai is believed to have multiple origins. Some say it comes from Chennai, the city in India where many early immigrants originated. Others suggest it derives from the Malay word Canai, which means to roll out dough, describing the bread's preparation process perfectly. In Singapore, the dish became known as Roti Prata, possibly derived from the Hindi word paratha. Despite the name difference, both versions share the same fundamental concept: a flaky pan-fried bread enjoyed fresh and hot. The slight variations in recipe and style reflect the cultural fusion of each region. Making Roti Canai is an art form in itself. The dough is made with flour, water, salt, sugar, and ghee or oil. It is then rested to become elastic, allowing it to be stretched paper-thin before being folded into layers and fried on a hot griddle. One of the most mesmerizing sights in a mamak stall is watching a skilled cook spin and flip the dough in the air. This technique, known as Tebar, requires practice, precision, and confidence. The spinning stretches the dough evenly, creating those thin, crisp layers that make Roti Canai so irresistible. Once the dough is stretched thin, it's folded into a square or circular shape and fried until it's golden brown. The heat causes the layers to puff up a bit, creating a texture that's both crispy on the outside and, soft on the inside. The result is a perfect balance of chewiness and flakiness. The traditional way to enjoy Roti Canai is with a side of dal curry, a spiced lentil sauce rich with flavor. Some prefer it with chicken or fish curry, while others love it simply with sugar for a sweet twist. The versatility of Roti Canai is one reason it's beloved across cultures. Each variation reflects local taste and imagination. In Singapore, Roti Prata is often eaten for breakfast or supper. It's a comfort food that, brings together people from all walks of life, served at hawker centres, roadside stalls, and those 24-hour eateries. The sound of sizzling griddles and the aroma of frying dough are, honestly, familiar to every Singaporean. In Malaysia, Roti Canai holds a similar cultural significance. Found at every mamak stall, it's not just food, it's like part of the nation's identity. Locals often enjoy it with a cup of Teh Tarik, the frothy pulled milk tea that just complements the bread perfectly. Interestingly, Roti Canai is also popular outside Southeast Asia. In Thailand, it's called roti, and it's often served with sweetened condensed milk or sugar. In Indonesia, it's known as Roti Canai, and in Brunei, Roti Canai. Each country has adapted the dish to its own flavor profile. So the texture of Roti Canai really depends heavily on how the dough is handled. Resting the dough, allows the gluten to relax, which makes it way easier to stretch the dough super thinly. Ghee or butter, plays a crucial role in creating those rich golden layers. Some modern cooks might substitute with margarine or vegetable oil, but traditionalists, well, they insist that only ghee gives the authentic flavor. The subtle aroma and crispiness from ghee honestly define a truly great Roti Canai. So, while Roti Canai might look simple at first glance, honestly, mastering it really takes some skill. A cook's got to balance temperature, timing, and texture all at once. If you undercook it, you end up with a doughy center, but overcooking makes it way too dry. The perfect Roti Canai should be golden, just a bit crisp, and soft enough that you can tear it apart easily with your fingers. Lately, chefs have started to get creative with gourmet versions of Roti Canai. Some folks stuff it with cheese, chocolate, or even durian, and others are mixing things up with Western ingredients like sausages and scrambled eggs. Beyond its flavor, Roti Canai represents a unique symbol of multicultural harmony. It's a product of Indian culinary heritage, refined in Malay kitchens, and embraced by Chinese and Western diners alike. Economically, Roti Canai and Roti Prata are staples in the food industry of Malaysia and Singapore. Their affordability makes them accessible to everyone, from students to professionals. Many families across Southeast Asia have fond memories of eating Roti Canai together. Whether at bustling street stalls or cozy eateries, sharing a plate creates a sense of warmth and nostalgia. You know, it's a dish that connects generations through shared taste. Despite being a humble street food, Roti Canai has actually won international recognition. It's often featured in best breakfast foods lists around the world. Food enthusiasts really praise its texture, aroma, and comforting simplicity. The making of Roti Canai is also a lesson in patience and craftsmanship. From kneading the dough to flipping it in mid-air, each step requires dedication. Watching a master at work is almost like witnessing a culinary performance. Nutritionally, Roti Canai is a source of carbohydrates and fats. While it's not considered health food, moderation is key. The global food scene, it just keeps on celebrating Roti Canai's charm. From high-end restaurants to food trucks abroad, chefs are introducing it to new audiences all over the world. In the age of social media, Roti Canai videos often go viral for their mesmerizing preparation techniques. The spinning, folding, and sizzling sounds are pure food artistry. It's more than a meal, it's a sensory experience that unites taste, sight, and sound. In conclusion, Roti Canai or Prata is more than just a flatbread, it's a story of migration, innovation, and community. Every bite carries a piece of history and heritage. Whether enjoyed plain or dipped in spicy curry, it remains a beloved symbol of Southeast Asian culinary identity.